Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What are we going to do with you, Virgo? What am I going to do? That is the channeled messages. Channeled messages, past, present, and then we'll talk about the future in a bit, Virgo. But again, yeah, I'm struggling. And I channel stuff straight up for what you're probably thinking, because I'm thinking there's so much thinking that I'm thinking that there's so much thinking. And it's like, what am I going to do? 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 And I don't know, are you bored, Virgo? Like, just bored? Are you, like, home alone or something? Because I keep picking up, like, I'm bored and I don't know what to do, and what am I going to do, and what am I going to do? And it's like, oh, man, I really do struggle trying to get through to a Virgo's energy. Like, again, there you go, Steve. I really struggle trying to get through to you. I really struggle trying to get through. You're definitely dealing with, like, a Scorpio energy, guys. Because, like, I've tried to explain to people that, I mean, if people can't afford it doesn't matter. To be honest, if people can't even afford the extended versions of stuff, it really doesn't matter. Because, well, it matters to me. It's like, well, you matter to me. What am I channeling? Sorry, guys, because I'm sort of channeling straight up stuff where if you don't explain it, people think, is that you saying it, Steve, or am I saying it to myself? And I really think that someone is so confused and triggered and mirrored that they're thinking, hold on a minute, is Stephen actually, like, repeating what I'm thinking? Because it's more like an eat, sleep, rave, repeat, 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 or the name Pete itself, or repeater. Peter. Peter and Paul. Fly away, Peter, fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter, come back, Paul. So you're dealing with a Two of Cups energy, right? But you're being mirrored. You see, if you repeat things in your head, it's you that's pushing it away, because it's going across over and over and over and over and over and in your head. And if you're dealing with the Two of Cups, that is the last thing. That's why it's so difficult with a twin flame or soulmate energy. People think, oh, it's love, and no. They're the hard knock lives of lessons of, like, why this person repetitively keeps going over in my head, right? It's because an energy will teach you of self-reliance. Lion, probably a Leo, but relying on one's own. It's difficult to say because I don't want to go into some kind of, like, teaching segment, because it is very early here, actually. What are we going to do, Virgo? What am I going to do? It does. Sorry, it feels like boredom. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at myself, trying to think, Steve, what are you going to do? Right. So, what did you have? So again, vertigo came up when I was thinking of Virgo. I was saying, well, I can't say vertigo because that's kind of like, so you might be dealing with another Virgo, right? You might actually be dealing with another Virgo. But vertigo is obviously like, oh, and I'm looking down on something and I'm like, man, this is making me feel dizzy, and like, it's something about dizzy, like feeling dizzy or disorientated, or hopefully it's not knocked unconscious of something, right? Because we've had some very strange energies, especially around Cancerian and people like that, okay? Because there was some kind of like accident, but we're not going to cross-match those energies at the moment, Virgo. So as soon as I come up with vertigo, there was no. No, there's no limit. There's no limits. It's like there just don't seem to be a limit. Or Libby, the name Libby, Libyan, or Libyan, from Libyan, or well, what's the band? The Libertines, or I'm in my teens. This could be to dealing with your children, right? They could be in their teens, or you could be in your teens watching it. But like, tots and teens, Tina, also the name Tina, but Tina Turner as well, like turning. Why am I hearing like a churning and a turning? It's like a nervousness and a turning and a churning feeling. I normally just have to go off the feelings with you guys because I can't see through a message, and that might even that might even be what it is. It's because someone's not talking, right? But why are you not talking? Don't ask the question, it's because it's the other person. If you're asking yourself of why are we not talking, and you're asking it, well, why is the other person not talking to me? That's where you're creating a mirror of drama that just comes back to yourself and saying, yeah, well, actually, why am I not? Because you confuse an energy when you're connected via Two of Cups. You confuse the shit out of people. Fortunately, that's twin flames, soulmates, all this sort of stuff. it's not rainbows and picky fences and all this sort of stuff, right? So what you have to ask yourself, right, is look at the facts of why am I not talking? Do not enter into your head because of the other person. Please watch the dream catcher, right? The video that I've done about dream catcher. But don't ask yourself why. Like, why is the other person not? Ask yourself why. Go back to the start of any non-communication, right, and ask yourself why, right? Why am I not talking to the other person? And the moment you come up with because it's them, that's the ego, you'll stay like that. Okay, because you'll trigger off someone else, because you're looking at ego here. There's okay, Virgo. So here I was trying to do your past, present, future, deal the card, well, shuffle the cards, and then repetitively cards just kept coming out. And I thought, I'm not taking those cards, but I will say it to Virgo that they were here, right? First card out for past, Seven of Swords, bending over backwards for something, right? Here. Because bending over backwards is someone that's busy bending over backwards for other people as well, okay? So here, present, Nine of Wands, Virgo energy. Now, it's either someone doing it to someone, but you have this as your card of 9, right? So you can feel a lot of this through your star sign, because it doesn't matter about your numerology. Your star sign represents 9, okay? So it can represent a lot of denial energy, right? I mean, it can with Virgo, because it's lost, and it's the energy of, like, I'm always in denial, or it could be Daniel or denial, right? But again, right, when you're in that state, you're going to start thinking of denial, right? Of why am I always denied in my life? Why has this happened through my brothers and my sisters and my parents? And why I'm always the lone wolf? It could be something to do with Leo as well. But why I'm always the lone wolf? Why I'm the person that always gets shoved out? Why I'm the person that always... You see, and the whys and the whys and the whys and the whys doesn't make you any wiser. It doesn't mean that I have strength and courage to persevere, to keep being that same way and thinking that same way, right? Strength and perseverance doesn't mean what you're physically doing as a human being to just keep doing the same stuff. It means, what am I doing in order to not think so much about why, right? The answers of, like, why does this happen to me? Why has it always happened in my life? Why do these things always occur in my life where I feel shoved out and that I can't possibly get through to another energy because I keep trying to find them, but what I find myself in is at a low vibration when I overthink, okay? Unless you're dealing with narcissism, but, you know, I'm sick to death of that. I'm sick to death of that person. Why did I just say that? Sick to death of that person. Someone is sick of someone. Like, I don't know, watching someone or doing something, but you can't shed hate or blame on someone else for being happy. You know, I mean, if you're at home, right, and you're in a controlling circumstance, then you've got to do your best to get away, you know, to get away from that person altogether, right? But you can't, like, think and shed blame upon another, or a mother. I'm saying something to do with a mother, can't shed blame upon a mother. So it might be something to do with your mum, maybe. But there you go. Here we go again. Something about, like, here we go again, right? It's like, I need help, I need support, I'm trying to find help, I'm trying to find support, and then when I go back to the mother, they don't really support, and they don't tell me what it is that I need in life and what I want in life. And I don't like them telling me either. And then I'm got a possible love life that I'm confused about, and then that's making me go over why and when and how and why does it always happen to me. And then you start posting things, and you start, you know, what you don't want to do is shed blame upon men or women or anybody else in life for being happy, right? Because I really am picking that up, that someone's real happy, someone's real not, and then because the person that's not is kind of thinking, well, why? Why are they happy without me? Why does this happen to me in every relationship? You see, I'm really picking that up in your head, right? Now, I mean, I've been through circumstances, so many in my life, to stabilise one's emotions, right? So I what's the word? Concur with you. I relate with you that how difficult things can be because I've been there, right? So sorry. I keep having these blackout moments, like, I don't know, blacked out, like knocked out or blacked out, or like, I don't know, like the lights going off or something, or I'm just sitting in the dark, or put in the dark, or like a fear of the dark or something. What's that to do with dark? Darkness, darkness, fill my yearning, cover me with endless night, free my mind from constant yearning, feel the loneliness inside. The darkness inside. You could have something to do with a Capricorn inside of the energy, or a Capricorn itself. But the loneliness inside. Someone's in prison. I'll put it that way for somebody. Someone's in prison. Well, there has been energies where someone's got off on tag, or they're off on something. It's something to do with prison. Or a prism. What is a prism? Is it I forget the actual shape of it, but a prism? Something to do with a prison? Prison or prison sentence? Or a sentence? Well, I mean, that's marriages and that's relationships. You know, the beginning parts of relationships are all airy-fairy and all good, and the feelings are flowing and everything's good. When you get in relationships, people get bored with people. You know, that's what I'm saying. You can't base your energy off a human. You can. I mean, you could do it all day long, but if you're not getting through to an energy, it's because of a reason of karma, right? It's trying to teach you self-reliance of one stable emotions within your head. When your head starts to follow tandem of your feelings and you start becoming more in control of yourself, you're not out of control that will try to control another substance, where you will still keep thinking that it's them. And if you're connected via a Two of Cups and the person thinks, well, no, it's you, it's them, it's you, it's them, is because it's coming from an energy that's unhappy with someone that's happy. So what's the sense in that? You see? So I don't want to take Libby. So I picked up on the name Libby or Libyan, but trust me, I've turned this camera off. I can't even remember what I've said now and what I haven't said, and because I'm like, man, I can't, I'm struggling. As a medium, I'm probably struggling, bro. Right, libertines. The channel has to be open for a while. The channel has been open for a while. Unless this is the channel tunnel and it's something to do with London, or the channel itself and it's a YouTube channel. But we've picked up on some strange behaviour around the channel before. Oh, right. Because some of that has been coming out through Leo energy. Because I said it was something to do with, or Capricorn energy. And I said it was something to do with someone's channel. But I've channeled this through Sun Rising Venus. So I'm getting really frustrated. Because when you're empathic and you're a psychic, right, you have to try and connect with the energy. And trying to connect with your energy, it just feels dark. It feels like someone has the devil around them, right? Now this can be a third-party interference where the devil is around someone, or you're around someone, or it's just a feeling or a notion, or just like this overwhelming feeling of just like thick energy, like right. So do you want cheering up? Do you like angel radio? Is anybody ever, do you listen to music? Or you must listen to music. Listen, don't listen to too much sad music and stuff. Well, you can. I mean, I love sad music. But what I don't is I don't relate it to, like, oh man, this is making me feel really think about that person, of how bad it is. And so, you know, I mean, when I listen to slow music, that actually gets me like, gets me round up. It does, but melodic music. But I've actually made a dance track. So do you want me to cheer you up a little bit? Well, hopefully you might like it, but we're only going to play a little bit, but we'll play it until the drop comes in. See what you think. Wait until the drop comes in.
I mean, we're just trying to chill. Ain't coming to show off. Floss our shit, anything like that. We just came to chill and have fun. I guess that's what it's all about.
Ready, Virgo? Here we go. Open dance.
Here we go.
So we're going to leave that at that. Hope you like it. Hope that cheered you up. Thanks very much. See you soon. No, Virgo. Again, no, 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 no. It's like, no, 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 no. I've got to let this go. I can't keep thinking. I can't keep doing it. It's like, no, no, no. Other, no, 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 don't go. No, no, no. Yes, go. No, no. It's like pass, go, prison, all the monopoly sort of no, 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 no. No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to. But no. It's like, oh man, how many times is someone saying no? Because it's like, nope, no, no, no. But I don't know why I'm getting feelings that it's from one. I mean, either someone's being told no, or someone's just going no, no, no. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. No, no, and they're going over it in their head of like no, 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 and it's like I can't even go. It could be something to do with the Cancerian. Well, if it is, you've got some strange stuff coming up around that. Honestly, because that was off the cuff remark that was to do with Capricorn and also a sex offender. That will not relate to everybody. Some of that was the Jeffrey Epstein thing, okay? I do channel stuff, right? So, but unless you're really dealing with a sex offender, I don't know. But, man, I feel depressed. I do. I physically feel like, I don't know, like bored, depressed, like, man, listen, right? I don't never advise people, really, because I mean, me, I don't physically believe in depression because I've never really been depressed, not really. I kind of thought I was before, years ago. I went to the doctors, got some tablets. Can't stand taking tablets. I take them for about a week and then forget to take them and think, well, why on earth are you taking them if you forget to take them? Some of you forgot to take the tablet, or the pill, or your tablets. Something to do with your tablets, man. You're not taking your tablets. If you're clinically depressed, for God's sake, go to the doctors and get some antidepressants, please. That's what they're channeling. You forgot to take your tablets. If you've ever been clinically depressed and you've been thinking, well, okay, well, I'm not going to take them anymore because I can't be bothered. And when you're in that low vibration, right, when your root chakra is out of balance, there ain't no amount of meditation, if you've been trying it, that's going to cure depression, right? It can be. You've got to get your mind straight, right? And that there's something to do with tablets. I forgot to take my tablets, or I'm just not going to take them, and I'm just going to sit like this. And you see, when you're in that low vibration, people can deny help, right? They deny help. They want help, but they deny help. They try help, but it doesn't work. They get more and more and more into that energy of like, no, it's not helping, it's not, and you get into that what's nots, and you just get, your stomach gets up into knots and everything else, and you're like, oh man, I'm really going through it. Listen, I'm going to swear in a minute, bruv. Go to the doctors and get some help, some tablets, please do that, right? Go to the doctors and ask them. Right? That's what spirit is saying. That's what a spirit, anyone, is saying. Please, go and get some help if you're suffering from clinical depression. We've been over this, Virgo, before. Sorry if I'm kind of like feeling and channeling your energy, because I feel like tired and drained. But listen, you only ever feel tired and drained yourself when you do it yourself, and you're not, and you're like Christy, you're not going to feel tired and drained. It's because you're trying to, the energy of tired and drained is felt by another person that's like, oh man, what does it matter? You know, because they will, anybody would in life. You can't look at it as a man or woman, whoever it is, man. You can't go to someone like, oh, because after a while they're going to be like, man, are you not helping yourself yet? Like, I've told you repetitively to do that and you haven't. So I'll tell you again, right, especially if you're in relationships, told you once, told you before, don't do that. Right? You're definitely dealing, listen, does anybody ever listen to my tarot? But it doesn't matter. If you can't do it, you can't do it. But because where's your emotional free will, right? Where's your emotional free will of what we've gone through months of over this sort of stuff? And I've said it to people and they're kind of like, yeah, I'm listening and I'm trying, but man, I'm still doing that same thing. Right? So where's your emotional free will? You don't have any. Well, you do. Your free will choice should be go to the doctors. It should. Okay? But it feels like that you know, we've gone over this loads of times, and you could well be fine. But I mean, you know, because I'm predicting stuff for like now and the future, and I bet you my bottom dollar that if a lot of you went over to Patreon, which is, I know it has to be a commodity, I've tried to keep it cheap and give as much to people as I possibly can in order to keep myself going and able to do it, right? And if you can't afford it, you can't afford it, and that's fine. But you miss those messages where you think, well, no, I'm absolutely fine. And then the week and the month starts to come up, and you're like, oh my God, what has just come over me? What is happening? It was in the reading. You could have a great reading here and the reading turns around bad. Or you can have a bad reading here and it turns around good. But they are future predictions. They are, believe you me, I believe in my spirit, 100% overall any of these tarot cards. I could literally burn these tarot cards and chuck them out and still be able to do a reading. And it's not, I'm not blowing smoke up my own backside, no. What I'm saying is the one thing that I believe in most is myself. Right, myself, right? People think I'm selfish a lot of the time because I believe in myself. I put myself first above anything, any energy, anyone, and the only one that I believe in other than myself is my spirit. Is my spirit, right? People believe in numbers and everything else, right? And they say, man, I've been seeing like 1, 1, 11, 11, and 4, 4, and 19, whatever, right? And you've been seeing that. So you go to the toilet, say, and you come out and you walk into the kitchen, you're like, oh wow, there's that number I've just seen on the clock that's wrong or something, but it's right in my eyes. How do you think that spirit put that in front of your eyes and knew that you would look at that clock as you was to come into the kitchen or into the front room or into the bedroom? How would you think they know that? Right? They know that because they have contact with past, present and future, right? All of it. They know what you're going to do. Right? They know what you've done, what you've been doing, the present tense, and the fact that you're just about to come out of the bathroom and go into the kitchen and actually look at a clock that they've set ahead for you to watch it. So a future prediction that they're setting up in the future for you to see. Bosh, future prediction. Bosh, future prediction. Right? So, go and get some help from a doctor. Okay? Steve is saying, a lot of people are probably going to think, oh, you're an idiot. I'm turning this off. I don't want to know. There's your free will. There's your free will. Because I'm turning into a father now. Well, I'm not a father, but I'm listen. Listen, I'll drag you up there, bruv. Okay. So, that was a difficult one, wasn't it? Oh no, wow, it's 0907. Sorry, I thought it said 0707. I thought it can't be that early. So it could be something to do with 9 and 7. There you go. Virgo, 9, control, here, 7. That was under this one and this one. See? See what I'm saying? Spirit heard me saying it and I'm just kind of like, oh, that's 0907. Mean anything to anybody? So if that doesn't, the numbers doesn't mean anything to you, well, me telling you about numbers and stuff like that and the spirit and everything else and saying about numbers and all of a sudden I look over and there's 9 and 7 and you've got 7, 7 and 9, bruv, stick some money on the lottery. Sorry, we're trying to have a bit of a good time. Let's see. Ooh. Post. You could have something in the post. You could be waiting for something in the post. Right? Post-mortem? Post-mortem. I'm hearing a post-mortem. Post-mortem. Could have something just to do with the Scorpio energy. But a post-mortem? This is to do with an ill family member. Post-mortem. Waiting on some news from the doctors. That could even be it. It might not have to be go to the doctors. You could have done, and it's something to do with waiting on something through the post for it to arrive. Or a baby, child, waiting for a child to be born. Might be a post. Oh dear, what on earth is a post? What is a post-mortem? That's when someone's died, right? And they need to have the body analysed. Oh no, man, sorry, but I can't give you I don't think this one is a future prediction. They said no, it's not. Something to do with a post-mortem, right? Which is like, what is that? Like something to do with that someone was murdered, is what they're saying. Someone was murdered. This is really not for all of you, Virgo. Someone was murdered or something, and it's to do with the post-mortem, and we're waiting for news to come back about what happened with this person. If someone died or something like that, then someone's waiting on a post-mortem for that to come back of, you know, because that's where they go over a body, isn't it? And they kind of like give you the information of what happened, of whether this person done something to themselves. Oh, man. So are you a Virgo that... Listen, I'm getting worried. I am getting worried now, because y'all lot have been having depression for a while, right? And I picked up on suicidal thoughts, right? Now, I really hope that someone didn't go and actually do that. When I'm talking via this, and there's the live chat in the side there, please, everybody, please just say, hi, Steve, I'm fine, right? Hi, Steve, I'm fine. Hi, Steve, I'm fine, I'm good, okay? And in the comment section if you can, right? But there's something around with, like, because of this depression thing of what we've been sort of trying not to channel, but seem to be, that someone could have actually done something. And that's why there's a post-mortem. Because it could be, well, it could be you that should be watching that isn't watching anymore. Sorry, that is such a strange message. So someone died, right? Someone died? I'm coming off all of that. Sorry, but I am. Right, let's see. What's been going on with Virgo? Well, so y'all been good, but you've been waiting for some attention here. This has been wanting, needing attention and waiting for the person to give me it here as well. It's coming from fire energy. Right? So it could be Leo, it could be Aries or Sagittarius. I'm waiting for someone to give me attention, or, I mean, y'all pick who you ever like, but again, that's like Pisces energy-ish as well. 6 could also be Gemini, Capricorn. Like a Capricorn, Gemini energy with fire in their chart, and a Pisces possibly with fire in their chart as well. Seven, 8, 9. See? 6, 7, 8, 9. Trying to control things in a manner of waiting for someone in life to give me what I want and need, right? The 6 of... That might look great card, but it is someone that is getting attention. They want attention. What is actually going on in this card? That's what I'm saying. This person is bowing down because this is the past of the moment before. I needed attention and I've just been waiting for someone to give me it, right? And if they haven't given you attention, then why? Ask yourselves, why has this person not given me attention? And the moment that you come up with because it's them, there you go. Show me Virgo, what's been going on with Virgo in the past? Because I've got to go with the energy of what's felt. So, well, whilst I've been going victoriously to 3 and just waiting, I've just been going to work and using work as a tool in order to stop thinking and stop feeling, right? If you're in a relationship, you've been waiting to work on it. If you've been working on it, great, it's good, right? If you've not been working on it, then what you've been working on is yourself, right? It's trying to work on yourself, but still energetically waiting for someone to give you a message, because 3 waits for a message to come in, right? So whilst I'm wanting attention and needing attention, this can be the other person. Whilst I'm waiting for attention or getting attention, I'm still waiting for it to come to me. What's the 6 of Wands for? What's the 6 of Wands for? Scorpio. What do you know? What do you know? Wanting attention off a Scorpio. So it depends on what's gone on in your life, of what you've done, right, and whether this Scorpio would give you their attention or not, right? Because they are the major arcana. Even if you look at it as a fixed sign, of what I keep saying to people, there's a difficult energy, wanting attention, maybe from a Scorpio, stressed out about it. stressed out about it, okay? Stressed and worried, panic, fear. If you're panicking and you're fearing and you're overthinking and you're really tired and you can't sleep and you're panicking and fearing and worrying, and that worry creates more anxiety and fear, you put fear onto the connection of the Scorpio energy, because Scorpio, it can be the Scorpio that's fearing and worrying. Who knows? What's the three of... But that can also be, I had a death march, or marchant, are they marchant or marching? Because that's like, you know, when people throw wreaths up in the air and you walk through a street, that 6 is kind of what I'm picking up, that people are kind of like bowing their heads to someone that could have been lost, that you're putting to sleep, to rest. That's bow your head in respect. But love life wise, someone feels like that they haven't got any respect for them. Like, you're not respecting my emotional wants and my emotional needs, and you're not respecting me, so a Scorpio energy would block things off. What's the 3? 7 of Cups. Someone's got their eyes wide shut. They're not willing to see. They're not willing to look at why it is that they're still waiting. 7 is self. It's self. It's about self. Me, my life past member, my life in the past was always about everybody else. Always. For years and years and decades, bruv. For years as a child, growing up, midlife crisis, experiencing your life path number, everybody came first before me, right? Through your karma of soulmates and twin flames that have helped me on my journey, have made me finally put myself first. What I said. Then you get feminine energies that don't like the fact that you've become a masculine person that doesn't put them first before yourself, right? It's just a game of life. It's the teaching of energy, masculine femininity. Someone's got their eyes wide shut and trying not to make a choice to actually realise that they're still waiting, because 7 is about oneself, right? So someone could be seen as selfish, the fact that they're not making a decision that either of you have been deciding to actually do anything about it. Because this is lead us not into temptation. No, I don't want to know. I'm not willing to look. This can be I'm not willing to look at myself. I'm not willing to look at things. But it depends on who you're dealing with. Family karma. Family karma is the biggest amount of karma that you can have. Family karma. You know, everybody looks... Sorry, but my back is killing. Family karma is the most amount of karma that you can have other than love lives. Because love lives, you can decide whether to be in them or not, right? You have an emotional attachment. When you have family karma, that's completely different. That's a different whole new ballgame. So it could even be something to do with family. 7 of Cups. Yeah, man. Whoa, this Fool looks like I don't want to make a choice. I don't want to have to leave. I don't want to have to go. I don't want to have to change. I feel down about the situation. Because he's not heading off a cliff. He's not even approached it yet. He's not even approached making a decision yet here, this Fool in this card. I'm not even approaching making a decision. It's kind of like, come on down. The decision is yours. It's like, well, if it's your decision, but it's also my decision, because I'm waiting for you to make a decision. That a decision has not been made. So you're at a standoff, standoff. I also picked that up before on a reading. 13 Reasons Why. Standoff. It was to do with supernatural. Page of Wands. Not speaking. Not speaking. Pages don't speak. They just work. This is bowing down also. Yeah. Someone at work. You might not be speaking to someone at work, or friends, or even family, or the person as well. What's the Page of Wands for? Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. What is justice? Waiting for justice. Waiting for justice, meaning I'm waiting for justice. You can't wait for karma, because karma doesn't strike people down. It doesn't happen to them. It doesn't. You can know a narcissist and they can have loads of things in their life, right? Because you're waiting and thinking, why are they getting everything that I'm not, in energies, right? So someone's waiting for justice, been waiting for justice, or you could be working for a Libra, right? Because that's working for a Libra, or it could be happening at work with a Libra. What is the justice for? Taking more than I'm giving here. So I have everything that I want, everything that I need. So if you're like this can be an Aquarian energy, but it's also a 9. Can relate to a Virgo, Aquarius, water sign, obviously. But again, I have everything that I want, I have everything that I need, and this person is happy doing that. If you're really happy doing that, that's that person real happy doing that, right? Because they have everything that they want, everything that they possibly need through the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups does not want or need a relationship, because it's not the 10. The actual card itself doesn't need any more than what it has, right? So it's happy as 9. If you're not happy, that's a codependent energy of 9, right? Because it's denial. Show me. Sorry if I'm coming across aggressive, Virgo, but sometimes when I feel the energy of frustration, I am just empathic reader as well, so I just go off the energy of what's felt. I don't go off always the cards, you know. I can show you them, but I basically just empathically read. Show me the present tense of Virgo, please. Presently, what's going on with Virgo? Presently, you're decided to go somewhere else. You're on your way. You know, you've left something, or someone's left someone behind. Going towards an Aquarius, Virgo, Leo, let's see, to communicate. 8 is communication, leaving to communicate with someone. Let's see, what's going on with Virgo presently. King of Coins, man, that's what I'm saying. This is the stable one here. This King. People will say, no, they're stubborn, they're arrogant. No, this King is a king for a reason, because they're happy. This person's working a lot, right? On themselves, on their happiness, and they're a family man, and they're a stable man or stable woman. Either way, your pick. But going towards my King of Pentacles. I've been going through a moment here. I've been going over it and over it and over it, and now I am finally going towards success. Now, because it's a general reading, this can be the other person in any of these cards, because it's general. But over on the other side, what we do is obviously you, 1st to the 15th, them, right? Compare both energies. But I'll say that towards the end. Okay, so show me presently for Virgo. Whoa, really? The King and Queen right next to each other of the King and the Queen of Pentacles. The stable relationship. So why are y'all not with this person? So what are you with this person? So you are with this person. This is a very stable person because you're going towards them. That's more likely you here, regardless of the sign. But Virgo, going towards a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or a very stable person here. Right? This person will probably give you what you need and want. Here. What's this? 8 of Cups. This is your counterpart. 8 of Cups. You're going, definitely, Cancerian. So you're moving, definitely, towards this person here. What's the Chariot? But I'm going to think, I'm going, but I'm gone, now I'm thinking about it. So you're kind of going, energetically, but you're still thinking about it. You're probably thinking about brothers or sisters and friends as well, right? King of Pentacles. Well, a Cancerian's thinking about their children, and a Cancerian is thinking about themselves. That's for sure. King of Pentacles. They're thinking about money. Oh dear. 7. They're busy earning their money, that's for sure. 7 of Swords. Someone doesn't trust somebody because someone plays 1, too many games, or 2, 7 is always extremely busy running backwards and forwards, doing their job spiritually towards earning money as a king, right? So try, like I said, I always say to people, to try and get the attention of a king or a queen, but to try and get the attention of a king, you can't play games with a king, because he'll run, and he'll run things his own way. He will run his business his own way, and he won't chase. He will run. The king here will run. They won't chase you. Unless someone's trying to track you down. Track and trace, again, came out through the Cancerian reading. That is there. The track and trace system. And I was watching, and I actually finished watching it. You'll see it was called The Kingdom, and there's season 1, 2 and 3. Best show I've seen in a long time, man. Watch it on Netflix. The Kingdom. It's about UFC. It's got literally everything in it. And when it comes to the 3rd season, the guy that I was telling you about in that cut off his tag, right, and went and disappeared and came back 3 or 4 days later, or then a couple of episodes later. He'd actually killed somebody, right? And whether that's related to someone or not, I don't know, but I'll give you the messages. He actually did kill someone, and he got sent down for it. Done time in prison for it, right? Went down. They put him on medication. They put him, when he was in prison, on the medication that he refused to take when he wasn't, right? He was a sex offender, and he was a murderer, right? Whole show. Got off everything, started going back to his parents' house. Actually, oh man, I ain't going to tell you all of that, because that's like a shocking moment of what happened to that kid when he was young. But he ended up being a murderer and a low vibe sex offender. He basically used to just stick things in fruit. Basically, he was extremely weird, but he never actually done anything to someone. But is, you have to watch the show. But a very low grade sex offender. He'd just go into a shop and flop it out and start messing around with with fruit. But anyway, he was a murderer, and yeah. I'm not suggesting things, YouTube. I'm not suggestive. I'm just giving stories of a medium, because trust me, I bet there's someone out there that relates to some of this madness that's going on, right? Bet you. And that, because everything is related and means something. This person in that show ended up going to prison, but they put him on medication that I was channeling. Medication. They forced him onto it, and he said, I feel so much better. I wish that I took this medication before all of this had happened. Right? It stabilised him a hell of a lot more in his head than, so he went to prison, sure, and he done what he did, sure. It was a homeless person that he done it to in that show. Done it to a homeless person who couldn't resist the urge, and went to prison for it and spent the rest of his life in prison. But they put him on medication where he felt so much better. But before that, like I said, they put him on tag. But man, you'll see the end of that show. Oh man, the end of that show. Damn. 7 of Swords. The Star, Aquarius, man. This man's wish, this man's dream is to be very successful. That's their dream. They're busy, man. Unless you don't trust them. Well, if you don't trust them, then don't be with them, right? But this person here, 7 of Swords, is someone that's extremely busy or extremely deceptive, right? But like I said, you won't get their attention away from their dreams here. What's this Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles is the 6 of Wands. Oh, really? Why that? Virgo. There you go. That's what I said, man. 2 9s. 9 and 9. 9 to 9. Sorry, I'm messing. But what did I say here with the 6 of the 6? Here, needing a relationship, needing time, needing things to work out for me. Why doesn't it work out for me? Why is it that things don't never work out the way they should in a relationship, the way I think or see them to be? So I need to try and control the situation to either, one, control my emotions and not feel depressed about it, or trying to control the other person to think differently, that I mean everything to them when their job feels as if it's everything to them. That's what I said. You won't get this person's attention. I'm sorry, and I'm going to say it truthfully. There's no point me lying out my backside. This energy here is 9 and 9. It's coming from your energy, right? Now, I'm not saying that you're narcissistic. But what I'm saying here is you're trying energetically to control things in your favour and not listen to this king that ain't going to pay any, this is presently, but is not going to pay any attention to you, Virgo, here. I'm sorry. If this helps you, that's why I'm telling you, right? Here. This person here will not pay attention to you here. They won't. They will go on about their day, concentrating on their dreams and their wishes, and more than likely being happy, that winds you up the fact that this person is happy. When you have that notion, you'll start to see everybody else being happy and in relationships, and in why do parents always give other people, you know, you start creating scenarios in your head, you're making it happen. Here, why is this person happy not talking to me? Why is this person happy concentrated on money and finances and career and being a very stable person and their wish? Following their dreams, following the person that they are, that is designed through the star of their DNA. Right? They could be a famous person even. They could have some sort of stature. But in a way, what they're doing is basically just following the person that they are. It's written. The star is written. It's not written in a star, right? It's written in the planets and the stars, and when a planet hits a star chart, and then it relates to your planet that's in your star chart, it's written for this person to be successful. And the more you try to stop this person, if you are, or wondering, why is it that everything comes first other than me? It's because this person's happy as a pig in Larry, and they're off. Well, they've gone. So they've left you in confusion and a state of turmoil of trying to, well it doesn't matter. You won't get this person's attention. Sorry, Virgo, I'm sorry that it's so direct, but you won't. Okay? Well, not with this energy. Not with this energy. And like I said, I've always said to people that they bypass. Don't do Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that with this king. Don't do that with a fixed sign. This person here also is a fixed sign. Scorpio fixed sign there as well. Libra cardinal, but fixed. Cancerian cardinal, but fixed here. Stable person, fixed here. Right? You'll not get through. You won't. You can. It's like breaking into a bank of trying to break in or out of a fixed sign. Right? It'll drive you nuts. Here, you're not compatible in a certain way where you'll butt heads because you've got fixed signs around. Right? So, clash of the titans. Not happening. Why don't you? They're teaching you. This person here is teaching you as an energy. Whether you trust them, don't want them, be them, anything. They're spiritually, energetically connected to you as a counterpart to teach you about self-reliance and strength. That's not perseverance of keep doing stuff that they may have said to you in the past. Don't do this anymore because I don't like when you do that, right? So what's the matter? Oh no, but it's you. You blame that energy, they'll cut you off here, straight off at the knees. They will. Okay, sorry. But so what we're going to do is, if you if you want to listen to the truth, that's up to people or not, right? But I ain't want to just sit here and think, well, I have to worry about the amount of people that might like these messages or not. I ain't going to like people. I'm just going to tell people the truth. What's the point in that? What's the sense in that? Right? So I have to follow my calling. So what we do is, over on the other side, if you want to join Patreon, you get a 5 month reading, not 6. It's 5 months that comes out here, but the rest of it, the majority of it, only goes to tier 2. 1st to 15th, this is what this will be. 15th into the 30th, or 31st, that will only come out on tier 2, okay? This now is only going to tier 2, but we're going to clear these away. It'll be your 1st into the 15th here of your predictions of what's going to happen through the 1st to the 15th and the concurring of this energy, okay? And what to do, and what not to do, and what to think, and what not to think. I'm not directing you, I'm just saying that I'll try and guide you through your karma, right? That's the medium that's trying to guide you through it, right? Help. So then we look into this section here, which is your partner, of what they're thinking and what they're feeling. Now, this reading here is generalized around quite a lot of stuff. The reading I did yesterday, I think that was Leo energy, the one before you. On the other side, I think that's why I listed it, that you may not have seen. Why you're not with this person? Had the same energies, kings and queens and Aries and like money and success and happiness and everything else. Everything's going great in their energy. And this energy here that was presented as for Leo energy was confused and everything else. For here, this person was like, why on earth? What? Okay, so anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to do that. It'll be the 1st to the 15th, and the other person, connect the two, see what's going on. Okay, but you get loads more stuff. If you want to check out that, it does tell you over there. You can also leave a comment, like, share, all that sort of stuff. Really do appreciate it. Lucid, Angel Radio, or if you want a personal reading, you can also reach out from the email below. Okay, all right, guys, thanks very much. See you soon.